don't care twopence about social possibilities.
Never speak disrespectfully of society, Algernon. Only people who can't get into it do that. Well, I must say I must give my consent.
Thank you, Auntie.
Cecily, you may kiss me.
Thank you, Lady Bracknell.
To speak frankly, I am not in favor of long engagements. They give people the opportunity to finding out each other's character before marriage.
I beg your pardon for interrupting you, Lady Bracknell, but this engagement is quite out of the question. I am Miss Cardew's guardian, and she cannot marry without my consent until she comes of age. And that consent I absolutely decline to give.
Upon what grounds, may I ask? Algernon is an extremely eligible young man. He has nothing, but he looks everything. What more can one desire?
I do not approve of his moral character. I suspect him of being untruthful.
Untruthful? My nephew Algernon? Impossible.
Well, he was perfectly well aware that I don't intend to have a brother, not even of any kind. I decline to give my consent.
Come here, sweet child. How old are you, dear?
Well, I am really only 18, but I always admit to 20 when I go to evening parties.
You are perfectly right in making some slight alteration. Indeed, no woman should ever be accurate about her age. It looks so calculating. And now, as regards is concerned, is I hope a matter of any importance?
But my dear Lady Bracknell, I cannot give my consent to Miss Cardew until she comes of age.
You must be quite aware that what you propose is out of the question. That does not seem to me to be a grave objection. 35 is a very attractive age. There will be a large accumulation of property. Algie.
Algie, could you wait for me till I was 35?
Of course I could, Cecil. You know I could.
But I couldn't wait all that time. I hate waiting even 5 minutes for anybody. And waiting, even to be married, is quite out of the question.
But my dear Lady Bracknell, the matter is entirely in your own hands. The moment you consent my marriage with Gwendolyn, I will most gladly allow your nephew to foment my work.
You must be quite aware that what you propose is out of the question.
Then the passion celibacy is all what we must look forward to.
It is not the destiny I propose for Gwendolyn. Algernon, of course, can choose for himself.
Indeed, I have just been informed that Miss Prism has been waiting for me.
Miss Prism? Did I hear you mention a Miss Prism?
Yes, Lady Bracknell. I am on my way to join her.
May I ask what position she holds in your household?
I am a servant, madam.
Miss Prism, Lady Bracknell, has been for the last 3 years Thomas Cardew's governess and esteemed governor.
I must see her at once. Let her be sent for.
She approaches. She is not.
Prism? Come here, Prism. Prism, where is that baby? 28 years ago, Prism, you left Lord Blacknell's house in the charge of a perambulator that contained the baby of a male sex. You never returned. A few weeks later, the perambulator was discovered at midnight. It contained the manuscript of a 3-volume novel. But the baby was not there. Prism, where is that baby?
Lady Bracknell, I admit with shame that I do not know. I only wish I did. The plain facts of the case are these. On the morning of the day you mentioned, a day that's forever branded on my memory, I prepared as usual to take the baby out in its perambulator. I had also with me a somewhat old, but capacious handbag in which I had intended to place the manuscript of a work of fiction that I had written during my few unoccupied hours. In a moment of mental abstraction, for which I never can myself, I deposited the manuscript in the fastening and placed the baby in the handbag.
But where did you deposit the handbag?
I left in the cloakroom of one of the larger railway stations in London.
What railway station?
Victoria, the Brighton line.
I must retire to my room for a moment. Gwendolyn, wait here for me.
Uncle Jack seems strangely agitated.
It has stopped now.
I wish you would arrive at some conclusion.
The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last.
Is this a handbag, Miss Prism? Examine it carefully before you speak. The happiness of more than one life depends on your answer.
It seems to be mine. Here on the lock are my initials. The bag is undoubtedly mine.
Miss Prism, when you restored it to me that handbag, I was the baby you placed in it.
You?
Yes, mother!
Mr. Virgin, I am unmarried.
Unmarried? I do not deny that it's a serious blow. Mother, I forgive you.
Mr. Virgin, there is some error. There is a lady who can tell you who you really love.
I'm afraid that the news I hope to give you will not altogether please you. You are the son of my poor sister, Mrs. Margaret, and consequently, Algernon's elder brother.
Algy's elder brother? Then I have a brother after all. I knew I had a brother. I always said I had a brother. Algy! Dr. Chasuble, my unfortunate brother! Miss Prism, my unfortunate brother! Gwendolyn, my unfortunate brother! Algy, you young scoundrel! You will have to treat me with more respect in the future.
Well, not fit to the old boy. I admit I did my best, however, though I was out of practice.
My own, but what own are you? Now you should have become someone else.
God heavens,
What is your Christian name?
God heavens. I had quite forgotten that point. Your decision on the subject of my name is irrevocable, I suppose.
I never change, except in my affections. What a noble nature you have, Gwendolyn.
Then the question had been cleared up at once. Now, Aunt Augusta, a moment. Had I been christened already?
Every luxury that money could buy, including christening, had been lavished on you by your fond and doting parents.
Then I was christened at all. That is settled. Now, what name was I given? Let me know the worst.
Being the eldest son, you were naturally christened after your father.
Yes, but what was my father's Christian name?
Yes, I remember now that the general was called Earnest. I knew I had some particular reason for disliking the name.
Earnest, my own Earnest. I felt from the first that you could have no other name.
Gwendolyn, it's a terrible thing for a man to find out suddenly that he had been speaking nothing truth about all his life. Can you forgive me?
I can, for I feel that you are sure to change.
Gwendolyn, my own darling.
Letitia.
Frederick, at last.
Cecily, at last!
Gwendolyn, at last.
My nephew, you seem to me to display the signs of triviality.
On the contrary, Aunt Augusta, I have now realized for the first time in my life the vital importance of being earnest.
Elinize Mehmet Bey.
Alina Hassanova.
Esmira Hanım.
Bizim müəllimimiz Mehri
Evet.
Кто из них сегодня звезда? Кто лучше выбирайте?
These are very joyful tidings.
А это тоже у нас на стрельбу.
Судью
А где
намыла.
Самурал? Спасибо, что... Да,
Спасибо, Мэри.
спасибо вам всем. Мы старались. Надеюсь, что вы нам педагогику осуждаете. Особенно спасибо нашим гостям. Да, вахта атмосферизм, вахталями çok sağ olun. Надеюсь, вам понравилось.
Очень,
Не знаю, что вы будете о нас говорить, когда выйдете.
Мы сами не знаем.